Our next guest is a versatile and very busy person. He has just put together a one-man show that he has written and starred in. I'm sorry, is that the same one? He has just put together a one-man show, semicolon. He's written and starred in a TV special with Marlo Thomas, semicolon, and he'll be appearing in drag, dash, dash, in Charlie's Aunt. Welcome, please, Charles Grodin.
Nice to see you. Have a seat.
You know, you're one of my favorite actors, and I'm glad you're back on the show tonight. It's been a long time since we've seen you. Thank you, sir, for being here.
Is that written somewhere?
No, it's the truth. No, I've always enjoyed your work.
Why do you stumble over those that introduction that way?
We don't rehearse.
Well, your chair is on the level of my chair this time. The last time I did the show in February, we were way up here.
That's right. We were.
I suggested that you don't, but you must have changed that. This is the way it was a couple of nights ago. You were bigger then. Did you come down because you knew I was going to?
No, this is pretty much the way it's been since.
Not since February. The last time this chair was very low, and you were way up here, and people like Jimmy Cagney wouldn't come on the show.
That's right. That's right. We had trouble getting Cagney and a few others.
That's right. Well, this is much nicer. You still have. Your dog back there,
we still have the dogs, yeah.
Which I thought was not a great idea.
Not a good idea, no. You thought, there it is, right over there. You objected to that shot, as I recall.
You know.
Yeah. Let me ask you about the day, you had a day in your honor in your hometown, didn't you? Not you, but they threw one for you.
Well, I went back to do a one-man show at an evening of humor, and I'm from Pittsburgh.
Right.
They made it a Charles Grodin Day in Pittsburgh for that day.
Yeah.
Which sounds wonderful. It's not the way you think it is. If you're if the Hostages or Lindbergh or people like that, then they give you a day, and it's an authentic. Please, I'm talking. Don't laugh. No, this is really the way this happened, and it struck me because so often when you see things about people, you think, oh, isn't that something? The guy goes back, they give him a day.
It sounds delightful.
What happened was that the people who were producing the show, not the mayor's office, but the people that were producing the show called me and said, how would you feel about having a day, your day, we'll make it Charles Grodin Day, publicize the one-man show? I said that would be, that's okay. You comfortable with that? I said, yeah, that's fine. And then for the next 3 or 4 weeks, when I would be talking to the producer, they never mentioned this day again, my day, you know. And once they've introduced it, now you feel like they suggested, and people said, no, I'm going to give him a day, you know. And so after a while, you're forced into a situation of saying to somebody you don't know on the phone, by the way, anything new on my day?
So did it?
Yeah, it came through, but I had to ask about 3 or 4 times, and they finally did do it. You go to the mayor's office, and they give you a thing, you get photographed and everything.
Was there a big function in the heart of the city?
No, nothing. No, you just go to the office, they give you a certificate, they take a picture. A lady that lived on the street where I grew up showed up, a gray-haired lady, and people thought it was my mother, and so she got a big fuss made over her. You know.
But it wasn't Mom.
No, it wasn't my mother.
Yeah. Now, Pittsburgh is a big industrial center, and I just, did the steel workers really turn out for this?
No, they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Was this a psychological kind of defeat for you?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. How was the one-man show, though?
It was very successful. Yeah. You know, people that I guess knew me. I don't know that I have much of a following, but I don't know what my following is, but the people that came enjoyed it. It was very successful.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on and do it at colleges and maybe here sometime.
That's good. How long a show can folks look forward to when they come to see it?
Well, that was 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Uh-huh. That's exciting. Is
You
there
think so?
Yeah, I think so. That you could provide 1 hour and 20 minutes of entertainment for people is very impressive.
Yeah, I felt it was, too.
Yeah. It's not an ice show or anything, is it?
No, there's no ice in it whatsoever.
But Chuck Grodin on ice might be a good thing, though.
Maybe.
If you wanted to branch out. Now, we sort of touched on this every time I talk to you, but you've had love scenes with some of the great, beautiful, and talented actresses, as they say, of our time. Name some of them. I have it right here. I have it right here. Sybil Shepherd, we know. Candice Bergen, Goldie Hawn, Farrah Fawcett. You've had love scenes with all of these women, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
What was that like?
With those women or just love scenes?
Just love scenes, and if you have specifics to substantiate your theme, feel free to include them.
Love scenes for me are the most difficult scenes to do in the movies. Mostly, and I'm serious about this, I don't know where to put my valuables. Because, you know, I'm serious. You come to a studio and you have your wallet and your watch and your keys and your whatever you're carrying. And normally what I do is I just take them out of my street clothes and I put them into the clothes of the costume. In my case, you know, whatever I'm wearing. But in a love scene, you can't do that. You don't have, you know, pockets. You're in your pajamas or less often.
Really?
Yeah.
You've actually worked in less than, say,
Pajamas.
Pajamas.
Yeah. So you can't, what they say to do, and people don't have this problem, but I do. I don't like to take my valuables and hand them over to someone that I don't know.
Right.
They say, give them to us, we'll lock them away in the chest, the prop man usually, you know, but I don't do that. What I do is I take them with me, just hold them with me in my hand onto the set, you know, in my pajamas, and I scout the set and look for a place to put them where I can watch them while I'm in the bed with the girl.
Yeah. Isn't this a miserable distraction?
It's distracting. That's why the love scenes are difficult for me. It is distracting.
Yeah.
And I think that it's definitely, for me, I am slightly distracted. If you ever see me in bed in a love scene in the movies, I don't really throw myself into it the way, say, maybe Burt Reynolds or one of those guys.
Yeah.
I've always got one eye on the bureau.
Yeah. Make sure your comb and your personal belongings and car keys and so forth.
It's distracting.
Yeah. Boy. Now, what do these women do with their valuables?
I don't think everybody has this problem. I think a lot of people just say, here, lock it up. But
Yeah.
I personally, you know, I'd have to know someone a long time before I'd say, here.
That's right. Now, when you say valuables, what are we talking about in value?
I'm talking about sometimes, you know, hundreds of dollars, rings, watches, you know, valuables.
Yeah. So you don't want to lose that. For
I don't even want to lose my comb because I'm very personally attached to everything I have.
Yeah. Gee, that'll be interesting now when we see you in a film in a love scene, and we see your eyes kind of dark.
I don't get offered that many parts that call for me to be in love scenes anymore. I think I've hurt myself with this.
Well, now that people understand, you know, if there was a problem, I'm not saying that there was, but now that they understand, you know.
Well, they'll understand, but, you know, what are they going to do?
Yeah, I appreciate you coming back here again, and I'm glad everything is to your liking with the exception of the pictures, but please come back.
That's all right. You're doing
future.
great, and I like this relationship.
We're having fun.
And you look good. You look well.
Well, you look good, you know. And,
you've had a successful year, and here we are at the end of the year.
That's
and
right.
Congratulations.
Same to you.
The show was funny.
The one-man show, Chuck Grodin, coming to your town soon. Look for it. Thank you very much, Charles. We'll be back with Marv Albert.